Looks like you're on to bigger and better things. Looking out over the horizon. Some of you are even on the move. And for some of you, this is all spiritual with the death card. This is all happening on the inside of you. This transformation, this change, this hope. See how the sun is coming up? I mean, the death card, it's the end of something. That's why we say that this is a card of transformation, because even though it is a card of an end, there's always that new thing right on the horizon. And I look at this card as a card of looking over the horizon. For some, something had to end so that you could make room for something new to come through. Like, until something ends, there's no room for something new. Even if we think there is, there actually isn't. Like, I've had crazy experiences before where I've, even transferred money from one account to another, and then literally the second I transferred, an amount of money, there will be new money coming in. I'm like, oh my God, I just transferred that. Now that's just an obvious example. I don't know, I'm an earth sign, right? But it doesn't have to be money. It could be the second that you walked out of a relationship. For some of you, that's definitely true. It's like the second you left one relationship that made you feel like death, maybe. Because I'm seeing somebody with sullen cheeks and all the color drained out of your face. Like maybe you were with somebody or in a certain situation where it drained all of your color. And they had to have all the attention on them. They always had to be on the horse. And then if they weren't, see, I'm stuttering even. It's this person could have even made fun of you or put you down. I'm seeing them talk with a group of people. And you're standing there. And it's they're making you look stupid. But look, we have the Queen of Pentacles with the King of Swords. This could have even been in a work setting. Maybe you are very knowledgeable about something. Say this is finances even. Say you're knowledgeable, King of Swords, about finances. Because I talked about money before, remember? And then somebody being you don't know what you're talking about. I'm this and I'm that. And you're just kind of this. And then I'm hearing everybody laughing all this person's yes men. I have a video with this card talking all about this person as an egomaniac. You could have been dealing with an egomaniac where it's your destruction or them breaking you down made them feel good. 9 of Cups, which is really sick. Yeah, but look, the truth of the matter is, wow, look at this. And here's that death card that we were talking about with the devil. All right. How I started off with the devil, how one thing has to end so something new can begin. Yeah, this person doesn't like how much knowledge you have, and it doesn't even have to be about a subject. It can just be maybe you're great with nails, maybe you're a nail tech or something, and you're getting these texts from clients or on IG. I'm literally seeing somebody who does hair or nails or something, and you're getting all this attention on your Instagram, or you're getting texts from clients. This could just be an example as well. And then the partner in the bed is jealous. You're excited, you feel good that somebody's posting their new haircut, and they tag you in it and say so and so did my hair, doesn't it look great? So and so did these nails, don't they look amazing? Chocolate brown. And I'm seeing the partner just seething with anger. So for some of you, you've moved away, or you're in the process of this, of end. An end has happened, whether you want to admit it or not, or it should, right? And who am I to say, right? I'm just channeling, but whoever this cocky person is, who feels like they always need all the attention on them, and then the second it's not on them, they feel envious, or they feel like they're being challenged. Even they feel like you're challenging them when you're just like you're doing well in your business. This could even be the two of you. Like maybe you're more of like a grounded type and they're more like they always have to be right. They always have to win an argument. It's like the end. Let me say it this way. If you put an end to this devil situation, this doesn't even have to be a person. This could just be like an environment, a toxic work environment, even like a toxic school environment. Like this could be, like a teacher. I've had teachers that look just like that. Not very nice, right? Because I have all different ages in here, right? You already know the truth. Oh, and I was going to get to this. Sorry, there's so much coming through. Let me take a second here. Didn't even do my intro. We'll get to it when we get the cards. This is what I'm seeing, okay? It's all different things for different people, but an end has happened indefinitely over some sort of situation that was a devil to you. So even if you're still in the situation, and even if you stay in the situation for the rest of your life, it's over. I hope that makes sense. It's like this causes you death. Like there's no life here. Life can't grow. Like see how there's all this life around the Queen of Pentacles? It's like where everything grows. You're where everything grows. And this person's like cold, calculated. And this is how you're coming through. This is the truth of who you are. Is this Empress, which is sort of like the Queen of Pentacles, right? And in front of you and behind you, you have truth in front of you, and behind you, you have passion and creativity. So that's your motivation. Your motivation for knowledge, let's say, for knowing things about a certain topic or about money or just, being successful in certain things. It's because it's your truth. You're not doing it because you think you're better than this person or you're trying to make yourself better than other people. That's what they do. That's why they think you do it, because that's what they do. Okay, so that's what they're used to in their messed up psyche with the Tower. Like, all they do is create messes, and then it mirrors back at them that they're a mess, and then they're like, you're the mess. It's like, I'm just sitting here, right? Your motivation is truth, honor, honest communication, authenticity with the Ace of Swords, creativity, passion for your own means, even not for anybody else. You're just sitting here minding your own business. You're just this Empress. You're just creative naturally. Like wherever you go, people are like, oh wow, you look great. Or just talking to the person like at the gas station, like, great to see you again. And just you're just a good person, a positive person, and that irks whatever this energy is, because they don't get that. They have to manipulate people in order to get that response. They have to really, really like plot and plan and scheme like 5 steps ahead to get people to respond to them the way that people just naturally respond to you. So maybe you didn't even know that this person was in competition with you. All you knew is that you felt bad. That you felt like something was toxic, and this can be anything. Apply it where it applies, but for a lot of people here, this is an actual person that you've dealt with, okay? And for a lot of people here, it's like you're done. With the Death card, the 3 of Wands, looking out over the horizon, or you're in the process of moving on from it. Because for some of you, this person was a karmic connection with the Devil and the Wheel of Fortune. For some of you, this person was literally siphoning your fortunes, your potential fortunes is what I'm getting, or your potential happiness with the Nine of Cups. Like the second that you got happy, they gaslit you or confused you with the Seven of Cups, like to make you feel like, well, maybe I shouldn't be happy, or maybe I shouldn't have said that, or maybe I should rethink this. I saw this thing on TikTok where it was like, yeah, look at that. That's a gaslighter. She was talking about like, this is how you know you're a thinking daughter. And basically a thinking daughter is like somebody who sits around and thinks all the time about everything they do, everything they say, and like, why did my parent respond this way? Or why did this happen? Or why did this? It's like this person, it's kind of like they took you out of your element. Like if they're a King of Swords, doesn't matter the gender, guys. This is just like the vibes. If they're like a cold, calculated King of Swords that's always playing mind games and trying to stay 5 steps ahead of everything, and you're just like chill, I'm seeing you like reading a book like on your iPad or something in bed, and you're like you're even like looking at recipes or something for the holidays, and this person's sitting there like scheming, thinking, plotting, jealous of you, and you're just like chilling. Like what? Like I'm just trying to have a good holiday. It's like this person might even be thinking in their head that they want to ruin the holidays because they're like, well, I'm gonna wipe that smile right off your face. Oh, you saw that Janet liked your hairstyle that you did for her? Well, I'm gonna make sure that you're never smiling for the next few months. It's like, huh? And that's because this person's messed up, right? Basically, it's like, don't sit around thinking and wondering, why did this person do this? And why did this person do that? And of course, it's all our own process, right? I've spent many years trying to figure out why this and why that. So by all means, take your process. But this is the shortcut answer. This person's messed up. These people are messed up. They're focusing on you because it gets that energy off their chest. You know what I mean? And they feel like they're righteous in that. Like they feel Justice card Hierophant, like they are correct in that with the King of Swords somehow. Like, it's my God-given right to be this or that. Maybe it's even like a gender thing, like I'm the man of this house, like traditional beliefs, or like you need to like submit to me and not make me look bad in front of our friends. And you could be like, what do you mean look bad in front of our friends? What are you talking about? And they're like, you're doing so well. This is basically the translation. You're doing so well in your career, or you're losing weight and you're making me look fat and old and bald. It's like, how am I making you look fat, old, and bald and unsuccessful? Like, I'm just being me. And they're looking at you like justified somehow in their weird warped perspective. And I have men that watch me, so it's not always about like the man. I love men. I loved my brother Mitch, and he died at 27. He was the best man I ever knew. I have 2 brothers. So it's, I grew up with men. I love men. I'm not nothing against men. This could be a woman too. And actually, it could be a woman and an unhealthy masculine where they're coming in acting in a certain way, like they're in a certain role, like I'm gonna be the submissive like wife or partner or whatever, and then they turn around and they grab you by the nuts, dude. They might have fooled you. They might have come in all sweet and nice, and then you find out like, oh shit, this she's nasty, she's abusive. Or it could be 2 men, 2 women. The devil don't discriminate with the devil card. It can be any gender, anybody, any day of the week, any time of day. It don't discriminate. Just open up to it again. Right? Comes in all shapes and forms. Right? All right. I was filming this video with the hopes that this is going to be like a beautiful message with like hope on the horizon, and it is. But I feel like people have just been through so much in the collective, and it's because we are purging. This is obsidian. We're purging ancient wounds, I'm hearing. things that we suppressed, we're learning about with the Page of Pentacles. This could even, this is even symbolic to me because this is like a childlike energy, a youthful energy, young, like a young person. Remember, we had the Queen of Pentacles before. Now we have the Page of Pentacles. This could be a younger version of you that you're starting to like remember. Five of Swords, like negative stuff that happened to you in childhood or like school years, you know, whoever, whatever age this was. I'm sorry, guys. This could even be at a job or some sort of community with the Three of Pentacles and Three of Cups, like some sort of group that you were in. Yeah, with the Devil. It's like you could start to go through this spiritual healing and enlightenment and start to realize, wait, for some reason I'm seeing a fruit roll up. I'm seeing you like open up the fruit roll up, unroll it like a scroll, and that would be like a kid, right, eating a fruit roll up. I'm seeing you like unroll the fruit roll up, and inside there's like all the answers. I'm seeing like this. It's so funny. I'm seeing like all the light coming out of this fruit roll up. It's like the enlightenment of the fruit roll up. Now I want a fruit roll up. But okay. It's really like, it's fun. It's fun once we can not take life so seriously anymore. Seven of Swords. This is the synopsis. You're not gonna have fun around people like that. You're not gonna change them. They're not gonna change. Maybe they will once you're gone out of their life. I'm not saying people don't change. I definitely believe people change. I believe it's possible. Right? But Seven of Swords, how do you build anything on that? It's made on sand. It's built on sand. And confusion. And lies. And gaslighting. And manipulation. And then it's justified with some sort of weird mentality that a bunch of other people back up. So they think in their warped brain that it makes sense. You know, there are forums for everything. There's forums for cannibals. Group of people that all believe in cannibalism. There's forums for yeah. I'm not going to say it, but maps. There's forums for everything. There's groups for everything. There's people that back everything and feel that they're justified in those opinions. You can't outmaneuver these energies because they want to be evil. They want to be sneaky. They want to live kind of in the shadows, in the clouds. Right? So, if you want to have a happy life, it's not going to be with people like that. And it's time that we have the different perspective. We want that sunlight over the horizon with the Sun card and the Three of Wands and the Death card with the sun coming up over the horizon. We want that. Then we're the ones who have to change our perspectives instead of trying to change theirs and understand theirs. And you're not going to understand anything. I don't care if you spend the next 8 years becoming a licensed psychologist just so that you can diagnose this mother effer. They'll just still slip through your fingers like a snake. They'll befriend everybody on the board and get everybody to like them. They'll be like, "Oh, really? You think that about so-and-so?" And they'll just be smiling in the corner. Don't waste your time, in other words. Don't waste your time. Yeah. This is the advice. If you're in a situation like that, it's a double bind. I have a video on double binds. In the thumbnail, it shows damned if you do, damned if you don't. That's what these Seven of Swords people do. And this could be anybody. This could be a family member, friend, partner, colleague. It doesn't matter. Because they get off on that, some of them, and for others of them, they don't even know they're doing it. They want to crush your humanity, your joy, your happiness. You're not going to be happy around people like that. They hate your happiness. They hate your joy. They seethe with anger, envy, and rage. It's called narcissistic rage. Not saying everybody here is a narcissist. I'm just saying. I got this other one that actually has the part of the trans flag on it as well. It's the Philadelphia flag version of the pride flag. And I have to steam it. But this is my new one. What do you guys think? It also includes people of color, which I think is better than this one. We have everybody here. And yeah, this person doesn't believe in that sort of thing. Yeah, Seven of Swords again. All right, it's a big intro. Hello, and welcome back to the Metamystic Show. We're going to get 3 cards. This is a collective, timeless reading. With that said, for those who are ready to finally move on from this situation, this could even be somebody that you've broken up with years ago and they're still like haunting your mind, or this is a family member or a person that you are disconnected from, but you still feel this kind of fog and stuff like that. For people that are just inside of themselves, ready to move on from whatever this cold, calculated, manipulative energy is, 7 of Swords, 7 of Cups, King of Swords, then what's the information for us who we want a happy life? We want to look over the horizon and see hope and joy. We want to be able to celebrate our wins when we're successful. We want to have a good holiday, for example, a good birthday. Instead of every single time holidays and birthdays and stuff come around, this person has to make it all about them and make a huge show to make sure nobody has fun and nobody has a good time and it's all about me. And in fact, I'm going to go out in the backyard and I'm going to go fix the shed. And then while I'm out there, I'm going to make sure I F up my arm so that then we have to go to the ER tonight and make it all about me. Or I'm just going to slowly, covertly try to slow my partner down or my friend down or my family member down. So that they're not successful. It's like, who wants to be around that? Even if they do change, it's like, what about all the damage done? Right? Like, I was raised with a Christian background where you just had to forgive everybody all the time. Well, I've learned with the Page of Swords a new way to live. It's not about holding grudges, because all that's going to do is poison you, right? Queen of Swords, or that's going to make you into a Queen of Swords. They're a King of Swords, you're going to become a Queen of Swords. You're going to be pessimistic, and I love the King and Queen of Swords, you know what I'm saying? They're brilliant, they're smart, we need them. We need doctors, we need lawyers, we need surgeons, right? I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, it's gonna make you just like the person that made you. You know what I'm saying? It's like, don't let them make you. Don't let them make you. And then you're stuck being jaded and not trusting anybody, having trust issues with everybody you meet. Not everybody's going to be like that. Some people just want to see you happy. Some people, when they see your face light up, they light up. They're happy for you. There are people like that exist in the world. And you know what? I didn't really know that. So, and I love you guys. I'm not saying I just hope you know what I'm saying. I don't mean to make blanket statements like that, but all right, 3 cards for people for hope. Rah, rah. Hey, for hope, right? For hope. Moving on. End to the old, on to the new beginning. What's the information for those of us who are ready to do that? And even if we're not ready yet, we're at least thinking about it. We're thinking about it while so-and-so is next to us in bed ruining our holiday recipes, right? 1, 2, and 3. Yep, there's that Seven of Cups. It really wanted to make an appearance because for some of you, this person or people made you feel like you were batshit insane. And even though you know you're not, I'm seeing you walking away from like the conversation or the argument and you're like, okay, I know I'm not crazy. I know that I'm not being like selfish or insincere or like I know that I'm who I am. And they're making you question things and confuse things and foggy like in the brain. For some of you, this reading could just be like a confirmation to you that this energy, whoever they are, used. For some of you, they even consistently used logical fallacies against you. Like, for some of you, this person always used, like, no true Scotsman, for example. No true Scotsman is like, well, you're not a true Scotsman, though. It's like, yeah, but I'm Scottish. And they're like, yeah, but a true Scotsman wouldn't do this or that. It's kind of like, well, let me use this example because I know it well, right? I used to be a Christian all my life. I gave my life to Jesus and I was a minister because of it. And people said to me like, well, you weren't ever really a Christian. A real Christian never would have this or that anyway. And it's like, or even better yet, this is a better example. When I was a Christian, because after, I guess that could be argued. When I was a Christian, let me put on the new and improved, everybody included. Okay. When I was a Christian, it's like, all right, but you're not a real Christian because you're queer. No true Scotsman. This person could have used something like a logical fallacy against you where they felt like they had some sort of a backing of some kind to justify their actions, like I was saying before. Yeah, like for some of you, they even like changed your perspective on some things because they were so convincing. We have this Gemini energy here, we have Libra, and we have Scorpio with the Seven of Cups. For some of you, this person was like, I have reasons to cause problems for you, and then claimed that it was love, or claimed that their advice was love. And for some of you, it would even like change your perspective. Like for me, I'm just going to use this as an example. I came out of the closet at like, I don't know, I think I was like 18. And then I like, whatever. I went through my whole thing, came out of the closet, had my whole like moment, and then I was convinced basically to go back into the closet, and then I came out, basically I was like suppressed, and I basically was like, well, I'm just gonna be celibate because I love Jesus that much, and I'm just like, I'll never get married and I'll never have like a regular life or have like a true love in my life. But it's like, this is varying degrees for different people here, but it's like somebody that you love with the lovers could have even changed your perspective with the Hanged Man. It's a card of another perspective. Changed your own perspective, confused you out of like who you know yourself to be, even on a particular subject or a part or an aspect of who you are. It doesn't have to be like gender or sexuality, guys. I'm always just using that as an example because that's something I struggled with since I was 12, right? Anyways, they could have like convinced you. I'm hearing what is it called? Straw man? Is that what it's called? Let's do it. Let's do it right. They could have convinced you out of your own reality, in other words. Yeah, straw man argument is a fallacy that occurs when someone misinterprets an opponent's argument to make it easier to attack. This is what this person did for some of you. The term straw man comes from the idea that a scarecrow is a weak, inanimate opponent that can be easily destroyed. Here are some examples of a strong man argument. Hold on, let me look here. Okay. One example of a straw man argument would be stating in a debate that, say we're talking about abolishing the death penalty. This is a heavy one, but let's just look at it. Abolishing the death penalty. That someone who opposes the death penalty is someone who is in favor of letting murderers go free. Okay. Let's get another one to help us unpack some of this, because some of you were so gaslit, like with me. Let me say, I even questioned my own sanity. I questioned my own feelings. I'm like, but am I this and am I that? And what if I'm just this? Or what if I'm just lustful? Or what if I'm actually depraved in some way? That's how they make you feel. You know what I'm saying? Okay, here's a funny one, all right? Here's one that we can look at together. One might create a straw man argument by claiming that all vegans are opposed to all forms of animal captivity, including pet ownership. Like, say somebody's having an argument with a vegan, and then their cute little pet Russell comes in. And then this other person is basically like, I thought you were a vegan. You own a pet? It's like, that's not the same thing. Okay, anyways, I think you get the point. This person, I'm getting strongly, this person consistently used fallacies against you, mind games with the King of Swords that we kept getting, or they use some sort of justification backing. Well, it's because I love you, that's why I'm destroying your hopes and dreams. Oh, it's because I love you. I don't want you to burn in hell, Melissa. This is just the Bible. This is just the law. This is the law. Right? That's the argument that was used against me. This is God's law. Now put yourself whatever your thing was, right? This person could have just made you feel like crap and then was like, it's because I love you. I don't want you to start that hair nail business because if you do, you're going to fall flat on your face. And then all your friends are going to think you're a failure. And I'm just saying all this because I love you and I'm trying to protect you. For some of you, this person literally made you feel like cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs with the Seven of Cups for having dreams. For some of you, when I said that, interesting. For some of you, you're very psychic. You have dream downloads. For some of you, I'm seeing you wake up from a dream and you explain this dream to your partner or to your friend or a family member or something. And they're looking at you like, what are you talking about? You could have had some prophetic download about a political situation, or you had a dream that a friend was going to get pregnant because you saw them with a pregnant belly, or you had a dream that you were going to come into some money and then something happened and you came into money. What I'm seeing is this person tried to make you feel crazy for having either prophetic dreams or literally just for having dreams in your life, and would put them down and then justify those. Casey Musgraves justified. If I cry just a little, then laugh in the middle. If I hate you, then I love you. I'm singing it in the wrong key. If I need just a little more time to deal with the fact that you should have treated me right, then I'm more than just a little justified. If I cry just a little, then laugh in the middle. If I hate you and I love you, then I change my mind. If I need just a little more time to deal with the fact that you should have treated me right, then I'm more than just a little justified. I'm no Casey, but you know what I'm saying? She's a Leo, I'm pretty sure. All right, let's get into these cards. You're more than just a little justified is the point of that. For feeling the way you feel. The Tower is here with the Lovers. This person was justifying causing towers in your life and calling it love, right? And I feel like some people have even moved away from this years ago, whatever this is. And it's like you're still working through the aftermath of what you went through. You're still regaining your sense of self. Yeah, with the Fool. It's like some of you had to like start all over again and build it up from scratch with the Three of Pentacles, your sense of self, and you had to change directions a bunch of times. Yeah, Nine of Swords. Some of you have really been through it here. And I understand that. And I'm not trying to be negative, guys, but I just open up to the devil as I'm about to give this justification for why I always put out these crazy readings, which I relate to all of them, just in case you wonder. Everyone I say, that's the only reason I'm able to channel it is because I've bled drops of blood. I've cried drops of blood to be able to give these messages. But I was about to say, I'm not trying to be like negative here, guys, and get us to keep like thinking about these old patterns and stuff. But these videos are to help us through and to help us think through stuff if we're in the midst of a toxic situation, or we're too afraid to even like start to think about the fact that maybe I have needs, maybe I have wants, maybe I have dreams, and this mother effer keeps coming in is basically just like wah, 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 wah. For some of you, this person's like trying to keep you as their captive, like they don't even want you to like leave the house. Yeah, there's that Queen of Pentacles from the start. And then they start drama. Oh, you're going out with your girlfriends? What do you mean? We had plans tonight. Yeah, there's that Three of Wands. Just open up to it. Keep this in your mind. That's this reading. That's what I'm trying to do today. I'm not trying to be negative. I'm not trying to bring up old crap. But we're focusing on... This is my hope. Speaking of hope. We're focusing on the new... on the horizon. We're working on that mentally. But at the same time, in order to, we gotta open the Pandora's box. We can't move on until we confront the reality of these situations. And for some of us, we've suppressed this shit from childhood. For some of us, we've suppressed it since our last relationship from whatever. And then we're in a new relationship or multiple, and we're like, why does the cycle keep repeating? It's because we're not addressing it. I'm not trying to be negative and like trigger us and bring up stuff that's upsetting. Speaking of that, trigger warning on this whole episode. Honk honk. TW the trigger warning clown. Nice to see you, everybody. He's always here in spirit. Yeah, look, the sun is right behind the devil. My readings aim to expose toxicity so that we can work through it as a group, and help to move on, basically. Because even if it happened a long time ago and we think we're over stuff, sometimes we're not. It's like So we're working on it. We're thinking about it, simultaneously holding the manifestation of the new day. I don't want it to ever just be like it's negative for the sake of like being negative and trash talking all these like narcissists and stuff. That's not how I live. If I lived like that constantly, then there would be no The Metamystic. There would be no YouTube channel. There would be none of this. I wouldn't be able to, because I'd be in a state of toxicity. That I'm always like playing the blame game. It's not about playing the blame game. It's about exposing the darkness so that we even know what the hell we're looking at. What even happened? Who even was that? Who was I? Better yet than asking the question, who's this person? Who the hell was I? What role did I take on in order to maintain a sense of like peace in my world that felt like it was constantly falling apart? And that's because this person was knocking it down. They were trying to put you in this position, 9 of Wands, wounded warrior, so that you would need them. For some of you, it's financial. Look, they're not even facing each other. Their backs are to each other. But for some of you, part of this like new hope on the horizon, speaking of, with the Ace of Pentacles, this is a new soulmate. And in order to have like a healthy relationship with a person long term with the Pentacles, we need to like do our own inner work so that we can even like maintain a healthy relationship. Because even if this person is a freaking saint, if this person's an earth angel and they come in, or this person's an earth angel and they come in, everything they say and do, we might be like, well, what do you mean you made me dinner? What do you want? It's like, oh, honey, I just made you dinner. And what? I just saw that you were tired. It's like, saw that I was tired. What do you mean by that? You think I look ugly? It's like, you know what I mean? I'm just saying, right? It's like, this shit stays. It stings and it stays trapped in the body if we don't like break up that ground and let it fly free. I'm seeing like a flock of birds like flying free, coming out of like the rib cage and just like going out. There's a death card that I have in the I'm not gonna get it because it's gonna take me forever, but it's in the Mythical Moments. Is that what it's called? Where it's a girl that her rib cage is showing, and it's the death card when we had the death card, and it's like exposing everything inside of her as she's transforming from the inside out. It's a beautiful card. All right. Hey, some readings are more messy than others. It's okay. I can't always be a 3 placement Virgo every single time. Got my 3 cards. All right. Let's open these bad boys and see what we got going on here. But this is what we're manifesting. We got to just keep our eye on the prize while simultaneously doing the work so that we can even receive the new life, right? We can't even receive happiness and joy until we untangle this darkness and forgive ourselves as well. Card number 1 is the Page of Swords. See, we're learning. We are learning how to rebuild. We're learning how to reparent ourselves. We're learning what a healthy partnership even is. We're learning what a healthy self-concept even is. For some of us, we're learning what sort of life we want. Maybe you don't want to play like some traditional role. Like maybe you want to travel. Maybe you want to attract a partner that wants to like travel with you. Like maybe you want kids, maybe you don't want kids. Maybe you're starting to realize like, wait, I just was like I was trapped in a perception of some kind, and you're learning yourself with the Page of Swords, or you're rethinking things. I'm seeing all these gears moving. And you're starting to also observe, like we talked about here, what happened back there, so that then you can properly manifest a better opportunity or a better person or a better life in general. And that's what we're working on. We're working on looking at our mechanics inside of ourselves. Like, what makes you tick, not what makes this other person tick, not being in a state of constant defense. Try to keep everybody happy. Try to keep everything safe. Try to make sure we have a good holiday this year so that so-and-so doesn't go crazy again. And try to make sure that everybody's happy and everything's good and everything's... Because that's how I am. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, it's like, who wants to live like that? When I'm by myself, I'm not like that. Are you? Or is it because you have these other factors? Or, this has also been me in the past, I've done a lot of freaking work to get here, I realized that even when I was away from toxic people, I was still messed up. So that's what led me down this spiritual path to do my own inner work. Because I realized, okay, I cut all the crazy people out of my life, and I'm still dealing with all this stuff, emotionally, mentally, physically. There's no one to blame anymore. So I had to start doing research, which led me down the rabbit trail of studying what is enmeshment, what is narcissistic abuse, like what are all of these words. And also, who am I? Looking into that and realizing, like, wait, maybe I built my entire life upon something that wasn't even really me. I was just trying to make sure everybody was happy and everything was safe and I wasn't ruffling any feathers and nobody was gonna attack me and all that stuff, right? There's lots of reasons why we do the things we do, and we don't have to be hard on ourselves. That's not going to do anything. But we do need to look at our own selves as well, because when people do these things to us, these toxic things, it does over time make us toxic as well. We become toxic. Like, if somebody continues to push you to the limit, eventually you're gonna raw back. Eventually you're gonna yell back. Eventually you're gonna throw something on the ground back. Eventually you're gonna say F you. Like, eventually you're gonna... And that's actually good. That shows that you have a beating heart and that you're alive. But I'm just saying, it's like, but then if we're in a new relationship and we have this kind of like CPTSD symptoms where somebody's like, hey, I made you dinner. And you're like, what do you mean you made me dinner? It's like, we don't want to be like that because we're still imprinted with the toxic behaviors of the other person or people. And learning those things. That's how we move forward. Card number 2 is the Chariot. That's how we move forward. And if any card is a card of moving, it would be the Chariot. For some of you, you might literally be moving. Because this can be a car, right? You might literally, like, come up with some sort of a plan here with the Page of Swords and drive the hell away. You might go somewhere. You might ghost someone, is what I almost said. And then they're just going to be, this might be them, they're going to be watching you just driving away into the sunset. And all they can do is watch at that point. Don't believe me, just watch. Card number 3 is the Six of Cups. I feel like this is showing that you have, this is two ways. This is people from your past watching you, watching me. Dun, 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 ba, ba, ba. Dun, 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 good. What is it? Sweet Caroline? Sweet Caroline. Ba, ba, ba. Like, you're just driving off into, like, your new movie, basically, and these people from your past are like, where the hell are you going? You're supposed to be back here in hell with us. It's like, No, collective is moving into their moment. So, no pictures, please. Thank you. You're actually not even allowed back here, sir. This is, you're not allowed back here. That's your guides. So, yeah, and then for the other side of it, this is like I was saying before with the King and Queen of Pentacles, this is a new soulmate coming in, and Spirit is helping us to heal and work on ourselves and prepare ourselves, even if this is a new friend, right? Very sweet, loving friend of some kind here. Maybe it will start out as a friend, could help heal some of your like childhood wounds if you have any here. Very sweet, a very kind, sweet energy. This person's a sweet soul is what I'm getting. It's like I taste like the honey on my tongue as I'm talking about this person, as opposed to whoever the hell this person was. It's like literally like from hell to the light of day. This is like, well, and I actually love the story of Persephone and Hades, but it's kind of like Persephone goes down into the underworld and then she comes up in the spring. But actually Hades is a wonderful partner to Persephone. So just because somebody's like on the darker end of things doesn't mean they're a negative person, right? I'm hearing something about that maybe maybe this new person even like wondered about you. Maybe they thought like, oh, they're into like some darker stuff, like I don't know. So everything, there's divine timing at play when like new people are entering the scene, right? Like both people are probably doing work on their ends, right? And having all of these like child cards, there could be something with that here, like inner child work with the Eight of Pentacles. Anything else on the Six of Cups? It's gonna happen faster than you think. Knight of Cups. Yeah, and it's gonna happen faster than you think, this new soulmate or friend. It's gonna be a very sweet, loving, kind connection, very nurturing, very soft, hopeful. That's gonna make you very happy coming in as you're moving through, past like betrayals and karmic situations and stuff like that, healing your heart and everything, healing any insecurities that we have, and on their end as well. I'm hearing like this is mirrored like with soulmates. It's we prepare for each other, even to meet new friends, right? But I am seeing like happiness on the horizon with the Sun and the Three of Wands, and it's not for no reason. It's because we're committed to the work. This is the work. And we're doing it. And I'm proud of everybody here. I just want to give a round of applause for everybody here. I'm proud of everybody, and I'm so thankful that you're here and that we are together on this road. That we're all doing, things that will help us grow, will help us to heal. And that's just, my heart's desire for everybody here. So thank you, everyone. Remember, you can always listen to the Metamystic Show on Spotify and Apple Podcasts every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 9 a.m. EST. And if you want to book a personal or donate to support the show, info is down below. Until next time, it's been Missy Gordon, the Metamystic here, and I will see you on the next one. Sweet Caroline, ba ba ba, na na, make you feel so good. Cheers.